So originally this bed right here was supposed to be for herbs, and my wife was being impatient and pretty much planted it, which I should have told her, hey, wait, a little bit later in the fall. But we came back a couple of weeks later, and as you can see, everything's coming up pretty good. This is basically a lettuce bed. There's 3 different types of lettuce in here. I know one's black-seeded Simpson, and I don't remember the names of the other 2. Let me see if I can get on. Look at these packs. Murphy Bibb and some Grand Rapids. And they've all seemed to germinated pretty well. I mean, I know the spacing is probably not going to be great on these, but we're going to have plenty of lettuce. And majority of these are pretty much cold hardy, because we went through, we actually planted these during the last little cold spell we had, and they've turned out so far pretty good. So we're going to keep an eye on these and see how they go. But I've got a little more planting to do, which we're fixing to work on that here in just a second. Everybody, so I'm going to be planting a couple of items today. A couple of these popping up here and there. But I've got these little containers. I ordered them on Amazon. This is actually red sail lettuce, and this actually does really, really good. I'm not going to be putting it in this bed. I'm going to put it in the bed behind me here. And I've got some mustard, Southern Giant, in this container, and these are seeds we saved from last year that did really good. And I got some Georgia collards right here, and I've got some older broccoli, some older seeds. I just need to, I mean, if they germinate, great. If they don't, well, it is what it is. They're going to be last because they're going to be going in a different bed instead of this one right here. But in this bed right now, I'm going to be planting the collard greens and mustard greens, which I did in this bed last year. And I've actually topped this off with a little bit different soil, so I'm hoping everything goes as good as it did last year. Last year I had 2.5, 3 rows complete in here, and the other side full with carrots. And this bed did really, really, really good last year. I can honestly say it was probably the best carrot season I've had in these smaller beds. And we actually just finished the last of the carrots that we had produced from last year. So, yeah, we're going to be eating some carrots again pretty soon. So, let me move this chair out the way a little bit here, so I can get down here and get started. You can see right here, I've already got a collard green coming up. So I'm going to plant my collard greens along this drip line. Like I said, these are seeds they're still relatively new. We use these, and we've got seeds off from them from last year, and they produced really, really well. I can't even tell you how many batches of mustard greens and collard greens we had out of these. It was a lot, which I'm not complaining. It's not cool. Get a bit further down here. I got one. Normally I go in the square foot method, but I'm going to put them by each emitter for now, because it's being late in the season. I don't have time to water as much. By the time I make it home, it's pretty dark. Got some extra seeds in my hand I'm going to throw in here just for good measure. Collard greens are done. I hope you guys can hear this audio pretty good. That's a new camera. As I stated earlier in the video, my microphone I had for it was something wrong with it, so I had to put in something with Amazon to get them to send me another one. Which it worked fine on the USB plug-in, but most of you know, anybody that has cameras, you know, a regular everyday camera you use to shoot photos, most of them don't have a USB port made for actual microphones itself. I normally don't talk a lot in my videos most of the time because, well, I don't have a good microphone, but here pretty soon I will have a good mic. That will change. As well as probably some of my video formats. Careful where I'm going over there too, because I've got carrots planted along that side as well. I don't want to mess any of them up. Alright. We're in this next bed now. And on this side I'm going to do red cell leaf lettuce. I actually had one self-seed in one of my bigger beds over here. I was hoping I'd had some more because I know we had a bunch of seeds from that last year. And we did save quite a few of them. You know, and I think I did plant some mustard over here too, but I've been seeing one come up. That's about all so far. So I'm actually going to go just dig a little furrow. I'm not going to go too deep just in case I got more sprouting. Put it on the outer parts. These drip lines where I can feel some decent moisture still. I have more drip hose. I probably will next year. I might go through and add extra drip lines, but it makes it a little bit tougher to get in and out when I have my board. If you haven't seen one of my previous videos, I have a tool that I use that'll separate, do good for your square foot spacing on particular plants. You know, like radish are 16 square foot. Carrots you can plant 16 in a square foot. Kohlrabi is another one you can plant 4 per square foot. Turnips, I would say 9 per square foot, because they can get a little bit decent in size and take up room pretty quickly. But yeah, you know, just do your research. If you want to know what the tool looks like, leave it down in the comments and I'll take a picture of it and give you guys some help as to where you can find this particular tool I'm talking about. I've used it in a couple videos. Never really did any up close shots of it. But it comes in handy when you're using the square foot method, which was created by Mel Bartholomew, rest in peace. The original creator of the square foot method. And a lot of people still follow his books and stuff and his methods today. Because it works well. Perfect example is James Prigioni out on the East Coast over there. Does the square foot method. And I'm just creating furrows over here, guys, because I am going to be coming on the other side. Not with lettuce, but with some more broccoli. I think the spacing should be good enough. Between these, I'm going to plant 3 rows of this red cell, and those 2 furrows over there that I dug are going to be for broccoli only. Yeah, did I lose the lid somewhere in here? No, the lid's on it. It's hard to see it. Hey Goggles, what are you doing? You want to get the picture over here, bro? Yep. Yes, Goggles, guys, is my dog. She's about 13, 14 years old. Coming out here in the garden with me. She wants to try to get in the picture. She's like another little dog I remember watching. Shout out to James over there in Tuck. This stuff grows pretty good down here, guys, and especially in the south. if you want a lettuce that you can grow, especially during the winter time, it's pretty cold tolerant. Over the last couple years, guys, when I started getting stuff that really grew well here off of store-bought seeds, and maintained during the cold and the crazy times when we get crazy hot weather here, I started letting some of those go to seed and saving off of them. And these were actually, I purchased these at a local nursery not far from me here in DeRidder, Louisiana, Boyer's Nursery. And like I said, it's done really well. It did really good in all of our beds. We had, we had leaf lettuce all the way from summertime all the way into the winter time and back into the next spring when they started bolting. At one point I said, well, we're going to save seeds off this. This is a good lettuce to work with. Got that done. Little containers, guys. I'm going to take a picture of the little black box I bought off of Amazon. Wasn't super expensive. Comes with these little clear containers. Comes with these labels, these dots, multiple colors, so that you can label your stuff by season. And also these little, so you can put your labels on. We just put labels and put the names of whatever the item is. But I've had these for a couple of years now, and we use them. And so far they've been really good, and like I said, weren't super expensive. So that was another plus of this. All right. And I'm just dropping 2, 3, 4 seeds in here. These are older seeds. I like to use them. I don't want them to go to waste. Well, at least that one was close to a drip on hole. And I actually did, in one of the bigger beds back here, on the back side here, I actually did plant some newer seeds that I got this year. From Tractor Supply. Got lucky and I went by there one day. I have a good friend that, what I consider a friend, that works there. And she called me and said, hey, they got a bunch of seeds. Which was kind of weird because this was all fall stuff, which would be the perfect time for them to be out. But they were slashing the prices to like, I want to say it was like 50 cents a pack or something like that, or 75 cents a pack. It might have been 50 cents a pack, but I got a probably 60 or 70 packets of seeds for little or nothing. You guys can do the math. I'm not going to try to figure it out. 50 cents a pack per each one. I was extremely happy with that. But yeah, that's about all I have for today. I don't want to make this video extremely long. And if this is something you guys have enjoyed, I have fun shooting these videos, and now that I've got a really nice camera, I'm hoping my videos will be so much better. Especially when I get a new microphone. So it'll make it much more enjoyable. And my next adventure is, hopefully I can get enough subscribers in this channel and maybe even get it monetized to where that the channel itself can start paying for my equipment, because I do have a nice tripod in mind that I'm looking at, but it's relatively expensive. It's almost 500 bucks. Money does grow on trees, but not technically. But guys, that's about all I got for now. I'm going to leave you guys at one last shot. I'm going to show you this bed behind me here. I've got some arugula. If you guys think about growing arugula, initially it starts out small, but I will tell you that arugula gets big and can bush out. That's the arugula right there. And to the right of that is kale. Kale is a biannual. Arugula, if you plant it in a bed, if you really like arugula, plant it in a bed by itself. Let it grow through the springtime. It will probably bolt on you, which that's what you actually want. Let it bolt, and those seeds will self-seed that bed, and you'll have so much arugula that you won't know what to do with. It's also good for your animals. If you do raise animals, which you guys have seen my content for any length of it, you know that I do have animals, and my animals love this stuff. They love kale. And yep, I'm going to leave this video like that. Thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. And have a good day.